Hi guys, welcome to day 5 of Pune to Ladakh. Today I will be leaving the beautiful town of Patnitop and I will be heading to Srinagar. This will basically take me through the same places where I had been stuck in June when I was on my car drive. So I will be passing through Ramban district, Banihal, and hopefully we'll be able to cross this time. So let's go. Hey guys, so welcome to day 5. I'm setting off from the hotel finally. It's 7:42. Not too late, but not too early either. It got pretty cold here. It was 20 degrees inside the room as well. So 16-17 degrees outside. It's still a bit cold, but I think I should be fine. Okay. So, Jai Shri Ram. Om Namah Shivaya, Ganpati Bappa Moria. Please bless my trip today. This is my second attempt to cross the same route where I got stuck, and it's really important that I cover this route today. Okay, so far I've covered 2000 kilometers on this trip, and today I'll be adding another 200 to it. 167 as per Google Maps. Don't go on the number. 167 is very deceptive. This route has a lot of traffic as per my last experience. More than the traffic, it's the traffic jams where you can get stuck for hours. Okay, back to the highway. Superb views in the morning. So this is supposed to be the old Jammu to Srinagar highway. It is still NH44. So before the Chenani-Nashri bridge, this is the route that everybody used to take. As you can see, it's very thin. Now with the tunnel being in place, nobody is coming through this route, leaving it free for me to explore. Maybe, just maybe, my route will not be as crowded this time, because I have heard one news that all empty vehicles like empty tankers, empty trucks, they should be taking the Mughal road to reach Srinagar rather than the National Highway 44. The Mughal road is another less known route. It's less taken by tourists. It's also supposed to be beautiful, but it's supposed to be more narrow, and if you get stuck there in a jam, it's gonna be bad. Anyway, that would mean I would have to go all the way over Jammu. I'm not doing that today. Another reason I recommend a halt at Patnitop now after coming here. The last time I had tried to go directly from Jammu to Srinagar. Before that, I had been driving 3 days continuously over highways where speeds can easily be 100 and above. So basically I got used to riding like that, driving like that. Same thing happened on this ride as well. So when you reach the hilly areas, you need to change your mode of driving, right? You need to adapt to a different style. I think what went wrong for me the last time is also that I didn't give myself that one extra day where I could, acclimatize to the driving that is required on hilly roads. Breaking it into two parts like this with a halt at Patnitop and not today to Srinagar, I think that's given me enough time to get adjusted to riding in these mountains. Wow, I dreamt about this. And these are just the lower Himalayas. There are even higher mountains up ahead. When I start going to Kargil and Leh, that's gonna be something for sure. There's one thing I'd like to comment. So prepaid mobile phones don't work in JNK. You'll need to get a dedicated JNK SIM, prepaid SIM for that. However, I downloaded offline Google Maps before I entered JNK, and they are working fine on my prepaid phone. I put it in offline mode so it doesn't drain the battery, but the GPS works just fine. Wow. Every turn gives you different views. Can't say more amazing than the last, but they're all amazing. Well, I've been to Ooty and to Kashmir in the same year. Twice to Kashmir now. Yeah, but Ladakh is the destination, the dream destination. I can't explain it, but I need to go there. Yeah, it's like my life depends on it. Like I remember an auto journalist saying that Khardungla is the Mount Everest of motorists. And that really made me feel like if I haven't been there, I have no claim to saying that I'm a good rider or a good driver. Of course, more risk, more hard work as well. It's not easy to sit on the bike for such a long time, day after day. But you get used to it. Especially if you practice like I have been. I can safely say that I have a practice of riding 600 kilometers a day in over highways. See Srinagar Chenani-Nashri Tunnel. 4.6 kilometers. And then we shall see. Okay, here's the toll gate after the tunnel. And now the fun begins. Yeah, see? The fun already started. But yeah, one thing for sure, this time I adamantly brought my tail back. Next time I will get myself saddlebags. Let's see. Next time is still a long time away. Not anytime soon anyways. I don't have I don't have the permission to take any more leaves for the rest of the year. So whatever I do will be over weekends or then the next year. Okay, so in June I was stuck for I don't know about half an hour at this place. Today, however, looks like the traffic is moving freely and smoothly. I wish it was like this when I came in June in car. I'd have finished what I started at that time itself. So it's okay. Like someone in office told me every time I asked them, Ladakh is every man's dream to go to Ladakh on a bike. Going on bike has its own charms obviously as compared to going in a car. I mean already about four different people randomly they've asked me where I am from, whether I YouTube and they subscribe to my channel. Yeah, so that was fun. Dust. With all this dust I have to keep the visor down. No option. Yeah, but look at the road, man. It's empty, literally. I wonder what was the problem in June. It was just not meant to be. Well, anyway, good for me. In case I do need to return this way, now I know what the road is going to be like. like to keep my visor open if I'm at a low speed, but with this dust coming from the truck in front, it's better to keep it shut. I don't want any of that dust inside my visor on my face. समय से पहले भाग्य से ज़्यादा कभी नहीं मिलता. Maybe this is the right time. Maybe in June was not the right time. Oh, can barely see. Now the sunlight hits your eyes. Because I don't know, I think it was sharper in June. In any case, it hits the eye. Wow, look at the mountains. Simply amazing. Chandarkot. Now it doesn't feel like it's too far. But back in June it was, because of the traffic jam, it felt like a long time. I bet I would have been fine in car also at this duration, if I travelled in this time. But anyway, it was meant to be on my bike. Okay. Such a nice view with the river. I forgot the name of the river. It is the Chenab. Yes. I remember I was stuck in this spot as well, near that bridge. Today looks like there's no traffic. The color of the water in these rivers is different only. It's not like blue or green, it's something else. I've only seen it here in the north, Himachal and Kashmir. Okay, and I have to go straight, don't I? One vehicle at a time. Before I realized I was already on the bridge behind that bus. But does mine count as one vehicle? I wish I could take a photo here, but the road is too narrow. People will definitely make noise if I park my bike on the edge. I'll find a nicer spot somewhere up ahead where I can take a nice pic in peace. Yeah, now you'll be able to see. Wow. This time one vehicle at a time. Oh, awesome. After whiskey, life is risky. Haha. I remember. From that road, vehicles come over here. They come from up and then they make a U-turn here. Since I came from this road, I come straight down. It's almost like the local people have gone on vacation. The roads are so empty right now. Nice. Jhula Bridge. I think this side looks better. I think I've reached Ramban. This is only Ramban. Yeah, see? Total Ramban Regency. So this place is still better. Wait till I show you the place, the spot where I was stuck. at the view of the mountains. Simply awesome. Dust. I don't like dust. There it is. That's a difficult turn. Steep incline. Any vehicle which is going up and has to brake struggles to get traction again to continue going. I wonder what it will be like on a bike. This is new. This wasn't there back in June. The incline is more gradual on this side of the road. At that time, getting stuck was such a bad experience that because of that, I literally feel like I know this road by heart. Okay, it's only 9:11 and the place where I was stuck should be somewhere around here only now. I should know it once I get there. Constructing 2 tunnels here. Work in progress. It's amazing how they construct these tunnels. Soon, maybe even in a couple of years, even this much adventure won't be left in these roads. They'll all be connected by a series of tunnels. I wonder how people stay there in those houses right on top of the mountains. At least I can't see any road which goes there. 2 hours since I left Patnitop and 2 hours 17 minutes more to go. This is where I was stuck. Yep, this is the spot. Yep. Hey guys, imagine getting stuck in a place like this. This is exactly where I was stuck back in June when I was on my car drive. After my car went into a ditch, the radiator broke and I didn't realize that till I got stuck over here, right at that spot over there, just where the divider starts. Okay, back on the ride. Now let me show you the place where I got towed to from here. Now that I am going away from this place on my own on my bike, there is a certain sense of happiness. I can't explain it, but yeah, I have crossed the place where I got stuck on my own. So you can imagine how I must have been feeling at that point of time. This place is like 2,137 kilometers away from home. stuck in an unknown place, strange place rather, so far away from home. You can imagine, I just don't remember this road or much of it because of the kind of stress that I was under. All this part is more or less blank. And we come to Banihal. And right there is the mechanic shop, AK Motors. So I have to give it to the mechanic. He, after getting towed here by about 6:30, he tried till 10 p.m. and I was very hopeful that he would get it fixed. Yeah, but ultimately it was not meant to be. Anyway, I met a very helpful local over here. I don't see him here at this point of time, and he was kind enough to take me a little bit ahead to a place where I could spend the night. So I left the car here, thinking that anyways in the morning I will call the Volkswagen RSA again and see what can be done. Yeah, so basically the place where I stayed at the night, the hostel place, that's the point after which I have not yet gone ahead. So when I cross that point, I will have successfully crossed the point where I got stuck. Okay, so do you see this? A1 hotel. That is the place where I was put up for the night. And it is so basic. There's no parking here. I was planning to go inside and show you. It costs 200 rupees per night. Just to give you an idea how basic it was. Okay, uncle is not there. But that's how it is. I'll leave the rest to imagination. Let's just say this place doesn't have proper bathrooms. But anyways, when you're in a tight spot, you have to adjust to whatever life throws at you, right? And that's exactly what I did. And we crossed the point where I had got stuck the last time. Yay! Bye bye Banihal. Yeah, finally, bye bye Banihal.